There is zero regret. There are certain things that probably didn't even make it to the cut. I can never trade that experience of just being in front of a superstar and he's just letting you in on all the little secrets to life. I never wanted to be in a space where I need to embarrass him, you know, because we've all been 19, we've all had crushes and it's normal. But yeah, it was a little disappointing to have portrayed me to be this evil woman who is trying to take advantage. I just feel that, you know, what's the purpose of being on a reality show when nobody really wants to see the real you? With whether it's with Sajid sir or Shiv or Stan and Sumbul. These are like my 4 lucky takeaways from the show.
This is Miss Malini and I kid you not, this is the Bigg Boss interview I've been waiting to do because Nimrit, I was watching every night, told everyone it's my job, but low-key got super invested. And I have to say, you were so dignified throughout the whole process. And when I saw you lose your mind about some stuff, like get really mad, I was like, I can't believe she kept it in for so long. So first of all, now that you're out of the house, you look back and say, what did I do to myself? Or are you glad you did it?
Yeah, I'm glad I did it because, you know, had that not happened, I wouldn't be sitting here and chatting with you about this. So I feel like, you know, the universe always conspires for things to happen. And honestly, I knew I was a misfit before I even stepped in. And not that I wanted to do it very willingly. But, you know, I think sometimes, I mean, maybe at that point you cannot zoom out and see why this is important for you. But you just have to do it, and I'm glad I did it.
You know, the thing about these reality shows is that a lot of times, as soon as you get that call, right?
Yeah.
The first thing you do is like, oh my God, they want me to be on this show. And then you call like 5 people to find out, karu ki nahi karu. So who was the first person you asked and who's the first person you told?
So actually, I was chased for it for about a month, and up until then I didn't share it with anyone.
Really?
Because I was like, I'm an actor.
I'm not gonna
this
do
is
it.
This is not my cup of tea. And you know, why should I be a part of something that I cannot probably contribute to, or you know, be the way they expect me to be? Because of obviously every show is different. But then after that, I did have a chat with my parents, and it's all thanks to them because they're the ones who convinced me to actually do it.
They did.
Yeah,
that's
which was very
surprising.
Yes.
And honestly, like when we saw your dad on the episode, we also like felt like, oh man, like okay, she's got good people in her court, and the way he was saying things to you. But I think that I would love to know from you because we see 1 hour, right? And we think we've seen the whole day. But so much else happens. Now that you've come out of the house and seen so much, you know, have you gone back and seen clips and what have you heard about it? And was there anything you're like, ye to dikhaya hi nahi?
Oh, there's so many things which I go back and I'm like, what? You cannot deny the fact that it's a beautifully edited, nicely done up show. And actually, if you come to think of it, it's about how they perceive you and how they want to, you know, project.
So they give you a character, right?
Of course they do. You know, like there have been times when I'm like, but that person poked me. Why is that not shown? Why am I just reacting, you know? So and trust me, I'm not someone who reacts unnecessarily. I'm not that person. And I feel like I've also become very patient over the years. So for the longest time, I'll probably go on and take all of that nonsense and I'll be like, okay, let me not react. But when it hits the tipping point is only once I do. And then cut to I come out and I'm seeing all of these things and I'm like, wait, where did that part go? But that's okay. I mean, you know, it's very important to kind of like detach yourself from it.
Of course.
Because it's played the role that it had to for me, and I did my karam, and whatever it had to do for me has done that. And I'll always be grateful to that platform because, like I said, I'm sitting here today.
No, fair enough.
Because of that.
I mean, I think it's very brave to do. Honestly, like I just don't know if I have what it takes to be able to pull that off. And also the fact that there's so many cameras on you all the time. And I honestly feel like I think I related with you the most in the house. I felt like, okay, I really did. And I felt like, you know, I also saw people through your eyes. So I said, like, if you go right back to the beginning, like you had a friendship with Gautam. And I thought, okay, this is somebody who's going to be on side. And then he kind of did this weird,
I was like, why are we doing this?
Have you talked to him after that?
No, I didn't. No, not at all. I'm not someone who can like really put up a facade and try to be like all friends on the face. And you know, we're a part of this industry and people do that every minute of every day. But that's not who I am. I can't live like that. No.
And then there was lots of, and the thing is, I think what I find quite fascinating is that you're in front of all these cameras,
Yeah.
and when you're having like people are having this conspiratorial conversation with someone,
Yeah.
surely they know that at some point, everyone, first of all, the whole nation's watching this.
Yeah.
At some point, they're gonna have to deal with the fact that kaha tha, like I said this on camera,
there's
right?
nothing that you can
There's nothing you
deny.
can hide. So, you know, the way when people turn things around and like, I'm gonna unpack the Shal and Tina stuff later because this is too much.
Too much.
So when you're in the house and you know that people are going to hear everything you say, do you think it does prevent you from saying everything you want to say, or you felt like, you know, it's okay, whatever I said, I stand by it and it's fine?
There is zero regret
Yeah.
of everything that I've done there, because that's 100% me.
Yeah.
You know, I did not put up an act. I did not try to be someone that I'm not. And it's not like I wasn't pushed in that direction. Trust me, like they do call you and they do try to like question you, your abilities or what your purpose is here.
Yeah.
And and I was very clear on that front that I'm not going to, just because I need to win the trophy, cannot be my way to look at life. It's basically how you lead your life,
lead
right?
your life,
That's
yeah.
my goal. Am I going to throw other people, you know,
Under the bus.
To be there? No, that's not who I am.
I also thought it was fascinating because I've watched Bigg Boss for years, right? From the first season. This is the first time where they said Bigg Boss is also playing.
Yeah.
And Salman Khan was way invested by
Yeah.
the fact that every week he would come in and say something.
Yeah.
And I was just to wonder, I was like, wow, now everyone's going to... But I didn't always agree with the things he said.
Neither did I,
And
but...
were you expecting that he's going to sit there and like sabki class lete the basically, right? One by one.
Yeah.
So did you know that was going to happen? And what was your response to that?
I feel like we are all, like the 16 of us have been very lucky that we had that kind of an interaction with someone like him. Because, you know, there are certain things that probably didn't even make it to the cut.
Yeah.
But he would end up giving you, you know, all of these tips in life, in just how to move forward and be successful.
Oh, wow.
So you could never, I can never trade that experience of just being in front of a superstar and he's just letting you in on all the little secrets to life. Like,
Nice.
what better?
That's amazing.
So that's how I took it.
That you took it
sure.
that way.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of the high drama things in the house, okay? So explain to me, so there was, you know, everyone always knows that if you have a romance narrative that maybe you'll last, right?
Yeah.
So then there was Saundarya and Gotham,
Yeah.
and there was Tina and Charlotte,
Yeah.
which then completely imploded on itself. So
Yeah.
now that you know from inside story,
Yeah.
which, if any, or any part of it was actually real? Did you see any real love story happening or was it all camera?
See, I can't say that it was a real love story. Love story is like too heavy a word. But you cannot deny the fact that you do get attached over there, right? There's nothing else to do. So you cannot also say that, you know, I'm sure there's a certain percentage to it that was true.
Yeah.
But yeah, a true love story, no. I mean, you all saw that.
Yeah.
So, no.
I thought it was really sweet, Abdu's crush on you. I thought that was
Yeah.
super adorable. And I know that must have been really hard for you to navigate as well.
Yeah. I felt like I was navigating it throughout.
You had to, right?
Yeah,
And the thing is,
yeah.
he is so adorable and so
Yeah.
lovable. And he really felt like, I saw when he came back to the house, you were so thrilled to see him.
Yeah.
But obviously, he had created a little bit of a wall
Yeah.
because he must have heard the world
Of
things.
course.
Have you had a chance to clear that out with him? I know you guys have all met.
In fact, you know, we actually cleared all of that while we were inside the house. Again, that was something that was not shown.
Yeah, tell us. That's the tea I want.
But yeah, and you know, even at a very initial stage when I could sense that, okay, he's probably feeling a little too attached, is when I'd had a conversation with him. Because I did not really want to be in that situation where, you know, somebody questions him or me, considering the fact that we are on such a huge platform.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, I mean, I never wanted to be in a space where I need to embarrass him,
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
because we've all been 19, we've all had crushes, and it's normal.
Normal, yeah.
And I did genuinely feel the most attached to him because I felt like, you know, I could only be honest with him and there was no malice in that friendship. And there was no hidden agenda. You know, he was there for me and I was there for him through and through. But once I did that, he went into his shell. And then, you know, the channel was also like when Varun and Kriti came in and they were like, you know, but it's friendship, so it's chill. So I was like, okay, fine. So like we're
And it's
chill.
fine, yeah.
And then cut to, and I'm like, okay, what
Does
does
that-
everyone expect out of me? But yeah, it was a little disappointing to have portrayed me to be this evil woman who is trying to take advantage.
Yeah.
Because that's
But
not
honestly,
me.
I didn't take that away from it. I think that maybe there were some people with that narrative, but I don't think any of us genuinely got
I hope
that
so.
sense.
Thank God.
I
like
think
somebody's thinking straight.
No, for sure, because you can also see what's what, right?
Yeah,
And then there's always this whole Mandli thing and the whole
Yeah,
group thing.
yeah.
And I think that one of the things that I admired about you is that you're a team player, right?
Yeah.
But it was really interesting to me that people were always like, "Oh, but you're not playing by yourself." I'm like,
Yeah.
"But this is supposed to be about a show about building friendships."
Yeah.
So the thing is, I feel like I also felt your confusion, and it's like, wait, isn't this a show where I'm supposed to make connections, and
Yeah.
then just because I have a bunch of them? So how do you like? There must be so many things where you're kind of like
Questioning everything.
questioning everything or
Yeah.
saying. So I would love to give you that opportunity of something that you want to tell people that you didn't get a chance to tell people that maybe you said to camera once and they didn't use.
I don't know if they like. I just feel that, what's the purpose of being on a reality show when nobody really wants to see the real you?
Yeah.
And I would say that to the viewers as well, because if you want to watch a lot of drama, why don't you just go on Netflix and chill?
Yeah.
I mean, why the hell are you watching a reality show where over and over again everybody is emphasizing on the fact that we want to know how you are in real life, how you handle your relationships, your equations, your circumstances, stresses, everything.
Yeah.
And then just because you also wanted to be, no, aaj maza nahi aaya, I want to see two people fight so that I can forget about the stresses in my life. Then don't.
Yeah.
Then don't expect it. Then you cannot crib about other contestants being fake.
Yeah.
Because they're literally catering.
Charlene was playing everything.
Yeah, and you're mocking him. But that's
you're-
exactly what you wanted to see. So
Yeah.
what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I went in with the thought process that I forgot the fact that I'm an actor or anything to do with my profession. I'm just another human being who stepped in,
Yeah.
and I should be true and honest to who I am.
Yeah.
And it's actually very weird because, there would be times when Bigg Boss is like, oh, this show is about relationships. And I'm like, really? Is it?
Is it?
Because when I'm just being myself, you're telling me that I'm not doing anything? I'm not doing anything. I'm surviving this place every single day.
Yeah. And I think it's more about subtleties. And I think just as the country, we miss subtle stuff.
Yeah.
So the stuff that I really got invested in is like, I really enjoyed your and Shiv's friendship, right? And also when you're kind of like, how come it's okay when you talk to them and it's not okay when which is kind of what really happens in friendship.
Because like, you
which is fair, but it's what friends do with each other. It's like, but you're supposed to be my friend, so how can you go? And that's the kind of drama that I was there for, And meanwhile, I genuinely could not bring myself to do an interview with Charlene because I feel like I would just stab him or something.
Yeah.
Who are you really? Sorry, Charlotte, I'm sorry.
I think that he also is trying to figure that.
He's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think it's rough also because he was also, I think he took it too far thinking, I've nailed this, I've got the love story.
Yeah.
That poor guy just got destroyed. But okay, so let's talk a little bit about the ones who now, like what I see the interactions people have with Archana, right?
Right.
I don't know, how do you spend 100 days with Archana?
You do, and then you stay alive. And somebody needs to give me a medal for that.
I just feel like, was she always, I feel like, of course, we saw the heightened sense of reality, but is there like a chill side of her at all, or is she always ready to like snap?
No, there is a chill side to her for sure.
Yeah.
I think everybody does. Again, I don't know if that ever made it to the cut. Initially,
I don't think so. Yeah.
I mean, see, it's all about how you perceive the show, and she felt that by doing the things that she was being relevant to the show, which is also partially true.
Yeah.
So you cannot take that away from her. But can I really like chill with her? I think I've had my share of chilling.
I mean, now that you spend so much time in the house, who would you say that, okay, in real life, IRL, you would actually be friends with?
Oh, I mean, I've already, I am like that with whether it's with Sajid sir or Shiv or Stan and Sumbul. These are like my 4 lucky takeaways from the show.
Yeah.
And it's so nice that, we're not one of those who really would want to go out and get papped and be like, oh, see, we are meeting
together. Yeah.
No, we just want to really be in the comfort of our space and have an honest conversation about how life's been, what's happening, and what are the things that we aim to move towards.
Yeah.
So it's like an honest, genuine friendship where everybody's trying to, cheer each other up and be there for each other. Yeah.
And I mean, but I was there for the denim group outfit with all kinds of epic. Loved it. And who from the house would you be like, just like, I want to cancel, I want to like what is that? Beautiful mind, that person out of my memory that I wish I'd never come across.
Can't take one name.
You can take more than one, that's fine.
Apart from the Mandli and Saundarya,
Yeah.
if I have to be honest, like apart from these people, I don't see myself really being in touch with anyone.
Fair
I
enough.
think I've had my fair share of interaction, and it's not that there's anything wrong with them or wrong with me, it's just that we're very different individuals.
Got it.
And maybe they cannot resonate with me the same way I can't with them.
Nimrit, this has been delightful, and it's so nice to have you
Likewise.
here. We would love to know, where can we see you next? Because there's a little bit of a void in everyone's lives now that we don't see you every day.
I'm
I know there's a movie on the books.
Yeah. Yeah, that is there. But like, very honestly, a lot of my fans and everyone on Twitter, everyone's like, or on other social media platforms, everyone's like, why you're not here, why you're not there. But I just feel that it's important for me to kind of like pause for a bit. Because if you need to be somewhere, and if I need to get my entire like full potential out, I need that time to work on myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, the movie's in the pipeline. So I'm
Yay.
excited about that.
And I know you guys had a My Glam makeup station, so
Oh,
I got you
yeah.
some My Glam goodies
That's
to
so
take
sweet.
home
Thank
with you as well.
Considering I didn't win it,
Yeah, I know
I
they-
take this home.
You have won it on the Miss Malini
Yes.
interview show. How about that? But you guys used to go and do a lot of makeup. It must have been
Yeah.
fun,
Because
right?
there was a point when everybody thought that we just need to sit at the station, and that's gonna get us votes. Yeah, that was
That's
pretty lame.
hilarious.
But yeah, we did believe that
That's
for the
amazing.
longest time.
That's
Yeah.
so funny. Well, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a comment, and we're gonna go make some reels now. So make sure you come and watch that too. Bye.